Alright, so this here is a project I'm doing for Lacey. It's to help her get up onto the the washer. We got a new washer and dryer which are slightly taller, and given Lacey's age, I've built this so that she can get up onto the washer, and from there she can get up to a perch under a window where she loves to sit and watch. So for now it's put together, sort of, and I gave it a coat of some poly lacquer, strip of glue right there, you can see. And next thing is going to be to get some carpets and then put some carpet up on these so she has something to hold on to. Since I originally wanted to do a ramp, but she's not used to ramps. I don't think I've ever seen her walk on a ramp. So instead I made little steps so she kind of has something she's used to, and I cut them in like this so that if she puts weight on this side, it'll push up on this side, which will help stability. So for now this is what it is, and we'll see how it goes when I get some carpet on it. Alright, so I am back at it. Got the carpet. Bought a carpet square test piece, 24 by 24 inches, which is more than enough. So I'll be having enough to make like a scratch corner or something for Lacey as well. It is not backed with any sort of foam, rubber, or anything else. Let's see if we can get this to focus. Focus. Oh well. And it does not have glue. It's not glued, like pre-glued. So what I'm doing is, these are pieces, they go down. I already cut them to size, so they go down, and then I staple them in. You can use nails. Some people say use wood glue, but I really don't want to use glue if I don't have to. So I'm using a stapler. This is just a run-at-the-mill stapler from Home Depot, I don't know. And then once I've had it stapled down somewhat, I come in and then I cut here to make a relief so that I can get it to fit. I could cut here as well, but I'm thinking the more carpet the better. And then you can see a staple here. And then I don't just staple them in, I also go back with a hammer as well as a chisel to make sure that I dip down the staples as much as possible, so you can't, like you can hear here, my nail can kind of bite on it. So I make sure to flatten them out. Already put the corner in here and the top here, so that's how things are looking right now. It's taking time, and like it's not a quick thing to do because you have to go around and dip down all the staples. But yeah, just a little cozy project. Again, this whole project is just built out of pieces of scrap we had laying around. This is where we are so far, and I'll try and come back in a minute. It's gonna be a minute for you, but it's gonna be maybe an hour or two for me when I'm done putting in the carpet, and then we'll see. This is how it looks. It's done now. So I learned a few things that made it a little easier as I went along. I found out that if you make sure that the staples go in perfectly horizontal to the surface that you're putting them into, you have a much easier time getting them flush or getting them dipped. I don't know what the word really is, but make sure that they're not poking out. Also, I went from the chisel down to a small flathead screwdriver. Not too small, but small enough that it fit in the recess that was done whenever I put in the staple. That way I had more control over where, you can kind of see one down there, That way I have more control over where I was hitting the stable and making sure that I got good contact. And yeah, so I didn't have anything sharp or poking out, that in case Lacey wants to use this as sort of a scratch post, she won't get her claws caught in it. When I said earlier that this was made out of scraps, I mean scrap wood. The carpet was bought specifically for this project. Given that it was a single square, 24 by 24 inches, and it was a test piece, or a thing you just get, you only get one of, it was $5, and that's excluding shipment and tax. But if you have Prime, you can get free shipment. So yeah. So I hope that this will help her to get where she needs to go in her later age now, because she is getting up there, unfortunately. But just gonna catify as much as possible. Yeah, and then we'll see. Oh, another thing, when you put in, if you're gonna do this ever, when you put in these plates, see a little chisel piece here. These are cut-offs from when I made the relief cuts to put these pieces in. So those were the things that came out. Those are really good if you put them in underneath here to make it more stable. I could definitely feel a difference from that to this when I was hammering in the stables, as well as making sure that they weren't poking out. So yeah, so this is what it is. It's done, and I know from reliable sources that she already used it even before carpet was on it, so hopefully she'll use it even more now. All right, have a good one.